What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the La Liga Career Mode. It's episode number 17. There is so much to get through today, so we are cracking straight on. We've got games in all four competitions today. Match day 7 of the Champions League phase, the Copa del Rey against Levante, a good rivalry there. We've also got the Super Copa, but we start here with another game in La Liga. The Gunners away, our episode opener, going for our 9th win in 10 in all competitions. Vamos Valencia. Run of form for Valencia, our best of the season, and it's not even close, but still 12 points behind 4th place. Just goes to show you what kind of deficit we were in at the start of the season after our abysmal start. And this is our final game before the winter break. Simply put, we have to win this, no doubt about it. And when this man's in the team, we know we've got a chance because he's on absolute fire. Fabio Silva right now can't stop scoring. It's a bit of a gamble bringing in Fabio Silva because, again, since he's had his loan spells from Wolves, he's looked good in a couple of the seasons he's played out on loan, but he hadn't had a permanent home where he's been able to kind of, set roots down, if you will. But I said, come to the Mestalla on a permanent deal, mate. Sign a long-term contract. We back you. Just make sure you repay us. There's no doubt about it. He is repaying us. And we said this before, like, there are certain players who I just think they need a clean break. Like, they just need a clean break. Fabio Silva is one of those players, in my opinion. His stint with Rangers and Las Palmas this season is proving that. And Fati, who we also signed, I think is the same. But in particular, this man. I know Wolves fans are always hoping when he came from Porto, he will live up to the hype. Personally speaking, I think he needs to leave Molineux and set roots down elsewhere. In this saves at the Mestalla, and Valencia are reaping the rewards of taking the chance. He's on fire. Oh, careful. Come on, don't throw it. Way to clean sheet straight after going 2 goals up. Come on. Cisse down the left, and Legan is going to come back from 2 goals down here. This would be a massive throwaway. Cross to the middle. Header. Oh! Just over. And if we throw this away, well, like I said, we are a 12-point deficit in the race for a Champions League place. The only way we chip away at that is staying consistent and keeping the winning run going. I think it's going to do it. Healer finds Javi Guerra. Samu controls. Guerra sent down the right, and that's going to do it. Goes to the corner, Javi. That'll do it. And Valencia, unconvincing, but still winning. And ultimately, that is the most important thing, as Bernabé almost wrapped it up with the dagger. Yep, back-to-back games where we had early 2-goal leads and then surrendered that. But most importantly, we didn't surrender 2 points in either clash. Back-to-back wins, 9 wins in 10 wins in 11 actually in all competitions, and just chipping away bit by bit, point by point, game by game at that top 4 place. We're going to give up on it. So January is here, no players making my academy for the latest batch of scouting. With 10 mil in the budget and the window opening, we could make a signing, but right now, I don't want to mess with a winning formula. 10 wins and 11, and yes, we're down to the bare bones with the injuries of Pepe, Lu and Chan, but I say keep things as they are, as Ferreras, by the way, up to 76 overall, with 3 goals in the first half of the season, out on loan at Rayo Vallecano. Doing well. I was tempted to recall him, but no, kid's doing alright. Leave him there in Madrid. Following game, Copa del Rey, heading as this one, Valencia derby. Really excited for it. First time facing Levante in the save as we travel away from home, aiming to avoid the cup set here against our rivals. Vamos Valencia. Not a great start to the game. It's still tied at 0-0, and this Valencia derby is not really living up to the hype, unfortunately. It's often the way, though, isn't it? As Barda makes a good tackle there. Sometimes the feistiest clashes can actually be the most timid. There's plenty of the game to go. And as Bernabé finds Javi Guerra, and Fati takes over, and you know he can strike him when given some space. Just off target. Gutted that Pepe Lu's injured for this one as well, because I really wanted to play him. Obviously oh, no. Levante fans will give him a frosty reception, but right now they are singing at the prospect of a cup set. A goal down, 6 before the break, and as things stand, our winning run coming to an end in a cup set. Not quite what we were hoping for. Go on, Hugo. Yes! Instant leveler. Come on. That's a great tackle, Van Hecker, but picked straight back up by Alvarez. Dribbled into his play, just managed to offload it on time, and Levante are back in front. 20 to go, and the cup set is definitely on now. Valencia in trouble. Well, this is the last thing we need. A cup. Oh, what a ball. Oh, and Mascara saves the goal, and then the rebound. No one goes for it. Everyone leaves it, but he didn't. Romero capitalises, and I think that's going to do it. 3 white shirts around, no one goes for the ball, and it's finished from close range by Romero. Our winning run coming to an end in a Valencia derby away in a cup set. Probably the worst possible scenario for our great streak to come to an end. Giro denied, Levante cleared, that's it. There seems to be a debate in England every single season as to whether the FA Cup has lost its magic. Well, it's safe to say in Spain, the Copa del Rey is still well and truly alive. The cup set in Valencia as Levante knock out their big brother and it into the next round. Last year, we were finalists. This year, couldn't even take out a Segunda Division side. Well, I suppose the only bit of good news is that we'll get a bit more rest time now between games with an extra competition out of the calendar. And by the way, this lad has just come back from Orlando. What have they been feeding him in Florida? Because he has grown to 77 overall. Absolutely lightning quick. And I was planning to loan him out again. Sod that, he's getting a ton of game time in my team now. What a baller this young Maltese wonder kid is looking. Right, let's just jump into the following games. Super Copa, Atletico Madrid, and I'm making 10 changes for the game on the back of that loss, man. I kind of wanted to win it this season, but, well, based on that performance there, I need to put all my eggs in one basket now in La Liga to try and get back in the top 4, because that was an embarrassing defeat. Following game, Atletico in the Super Copa. Don't mind if we don't make the final, but let's see if we can anyway. Vamos Valencia. I'll give Colin his first start at LCM, but that's the question, really. Where am I going to play this kid? Oh dear, oh wow. Oh, sometimes those defeats can come quick and then come quick in succession. Maybe that's what we're going to see here. Victor Boniface with a very quick opening goal and Atletico lead. But I mean, maybe we could turn this guy in time into a left back to succeed Jose Gallo. He's got a long way to go as he's more an offensive piece as opposed to a defender. But anyway, forget the long-term development of Colin Mifsud. Worry about the games right now. Because as things stand, back-to-back losses are going to come for the first time in a long time. Well, again, the Super Copa is what you call a minor honour. It's nice to win it, obviously. But it's not the sort of thing you look back on at the end of your career and say, oh, that was my favourite ever trophy. No one's going to say that. Samu gets a shot away, but All Black makes the save. However, I think we just won a very fortunate penalty. It was a dive in after the shot was taken, just really trying to block the shot. Oh no, actually no, that is a pen. Actually, do you know what? That is a pen. Simeone can be disappointed, but that is a pen. At first I thought it was one of those where he's just trying to block the shot, but actually he's clattered into the man. Definite pen, and Samu converts. Peg back almost instantly, Valencia with a leveller. This Colin lad is kind of reminding me a bit of Gareth Bale. It's like he's come into the team with like raw pace and energy. Whilst he probably could play left back, as Bale did in the early stages of his career. Come on, he's going to be far better going forward. It's going to be hard to get him in the team though. But Victor Boniface has got another. Atletico are 2-1 up. And what was brilliant defending recently, where we were looking incredibly strong at the back, well, now we're looking incredibly fragile. It's going to be another game without a clean sheet. 5 on the trot, I believe. And Samu is denied the leveller by All Black. Come on. Realistically, there's only 2 competitions we could win this season, and they're both going to go in the space of 3 days. First the Copa del Rey, and now the Super Copa. Unless we can turn this around, that will be the case. But Samu says no, not yet. Come on. 8.5 to play as things stand, set for extra time. Colin gets up, heads it straight back to Rodrigo de Paul. And looking for space, finds Barrera. Almeida intercepts, but straight back to Atletico. We just can't get out at the moment. Alvarez through, Boniface again. Hat-trick for Vic, and Atletico have won it late. He has been literally unstoppable tonight. I said I wasn't too fussed what happened tonight, but sometimes you just have to tip your hat and say, no matter what I did, There was no answer. Victor Boniface has got 4 on the night, and Atletico will make the Supercopa final. And again, the only 2 competitions that were winnable were this and the Copa del Rey, and they have both fallen in 3 days. We've got to be really careful here. It had been an amazing run from Valencia. Got to make sure now our season doesn't implode midway through. Damaging defeats, but pick yourself up and move on to the next one. One of the things that kind of annoys me about the Supercopa is that in real life, as we know, Saudi Arabia have a right to host a competition for a few years now. They have hosted it for about 4 or 5 years in a row, and they're going to do so next year as well. Why in the game is it never played at neutral venues? Or, I think there is a Saudi Arabian stadium in the game as well. Why is it never played there? It really breaks away from the realism. But anyway, heading into the following game, and we need to get real as well. Back-to-back losses out of both of the domestic cups, and now taking on Sevilla in a big clash in La Liga at the start. 12 points behind Villarreal in 4th, and quite frankly, we cannot lose for the 3rd time in a row. Sevilla in Valencia. Vamos, Valencia. Yep, it's all well and good being knocked out of the cups, but the league is our priority between now and the end of the season. So we set for get free. Oh no! Oh, I didn't realise he was going to get a free shot. With my record of free kicks, that's just silly. But yeah, the league's our top priority now. We know we're not going to win the Champions League. Let's just be totally honest. That's not going to happen. But if we can, after a disastrous start, end up finishing in that Champions League place. Oh, as Fatty almost did beat Ireland. Then that's a great recovery after what was a terrible start to the season. It's all in the league for me. Yeah, make no mistake, the pressure is on. And as I mentioned before, give me a sec. Give me a sec. Yes! It's great when you go on those winning runs. It is fantastic. As it's surely why is the camera angle done that? A 180. But come on, we need to do a 180 with our form. Back-to-back losses. Pressure on. Can we come through it with a big win here against Sevilla? Silva the opener, he remains on fire. Yeah, listen, I've had some incredible seasons, I've had some amazing winning runs, I've had some dominant campaigns, but to me, career mode is at its absolute best when the pressure is on. Because can you hold your nerve? Well, Loic Bardet and Robert Sanchez are looking at each other and saying, is that on me or is that on you? Well, it's definitely on Doxy boy. Tried to pass out from the back, silly mistake. Sevilla with a leveller right at the end of the first. Yep, those kind of mistakes start to happen when you are feeling the pressure and feeling the nerves. Just couldn't keep my concentration at the end of the first. Should have just hoofed it. There wasn't enough time for a breakaway, so just hoof it. Hoof it away, and the half-time whistle's blown. I've made 2 big individual errors tonight, which have cost me, technically, 2 goals. And speaking of 2, Callum Wendell has made it 2-1. Valencia's amazing run now looking like a distant memory. We are falling apart in January. Silva to Samu. And Fatty is on. What an incredible game. 54 minutes in, it's 2-2. And we're not done yet either. More to come. We've finally got a week's rest until our following game. That's... Oh, right, the far post. No one picks him up. Reminds me of Harry Kane against Celtic in the Champions League. You don't leave a clinical striker who's clearly got pedigree completely unmarked to the far post for a set piece. Come on! Yeah, we might have a week until Rayo Vallecano, but in this run of form, we could have 3 months worth of rest, and we're still going to it feeling rusty and ragged. 3-2, Sevilla back in front. Defending tonight has been shambolic. Gaia down the line, finds Bernabé. He's got Silva in the middle, and there is Samu, who you know he's looking for. And why wouldn't he? Club record signing. What a game. 21 minutes, 6 goals. Is there time for a winner? This has been ridiculous. Absolute thriller of a game. All of my front 3 have got a goal each. And, yep, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a winner in this game here. Oh, my word. 4-3. Well, the good thing is that with 10 minutes to go, there's still time for another 2 or 3 goals based on the way this game has gone. But unfortunately, with our defending, you're back at least 1 to go to the visitors. Speaking of Sevilla, here's the ex-left-back Pedrosa on the ball, chipping it through. Fatty's on. Giro's at the far post, off the bench. What a absolutely ridiculous game. Game of the save, and it's not even close. 8 goals in 86 minutes, and I would not be surprised if there is one final twist in the tail right before the clock strikes midnight. So, oh, Fabio Silva! That would have and should have been it. Final attempt of the game, skied over the bar for the 3-point conversion. What a game though, man, seriously, those games are amazing. Calamuendo got the match ball, but what a game. As good as it was though, got to remind ourselves of the fact it's now no wins in our last 3 games. A big 2 points drop there and a whopping 11 goals conceded in our last 3. We keep defending like this and there is no way we get back in the race for a top 4 place. Following contest in 7 days time, Rayo Vallecano comes to Mestalla and I'll take a scrappy grind out 1-0 win here if it does see us return to winning ways. Vamos Valencia. Ferreira's playing against us in this game. One of those rare games where the lone player plays against their parent club. It's more common in European football than it is in England. Normally in English football, a player is ineligible to play against the club they're on loan from. But I see it often in European games. They'll play. Oh, Sanchez makes a great save there. And I remember when Odegaard played for, I think it was Real Sociedad on loan against Real Madrid, and he knocked Real Madrid out of the cup. Let's hope Ferreira doesn't score a game winner in here and stop us from keeping our Champions League qualification hopes alive. Pedrosa rolls it through. Hugo Duro, great touch. Shot well saved by Musso. Still 0-0. Ferreira's the kid. Oh, wonderful flick. And saying, Doxy, this is why you should have kept me. Oh, Sanchez, good save. And he's onto the rebound as well. Keeps the chance alive. And gets it back. And shoots and hits the bar. Well, we've got a bright future of him leading our line, but tonight, mate, please keep it quiet. Honestly, we can't afford another game without a win. Bernabé to Fati. Giro. Silva in behind Calvin Bassey. Keeps his footing. Wonderfully done. He's such a big, strong lad, Calvin Bassey, so when he's right next to you on the shoulder, it's going to be hard to keep your composure, your concentration. What's going on with the camera angle and the footwork? But Fabio Silva in form, keeps hold of all 3. It's 1-0, Valencia in front. Well, Yarrick will have that, and now Fati through the gaps, Silva. Giro with a give and go. It's Fabio for 2. Come on! Give us those 3 points. Fabio Silva at a double and a big return to winning ways here. 11 goals conceded in our last 3 games and no wins in any of those 3 either. I said tonight we need to be better defensively and return to winning ways. Job done on both fronts. Right, let's play one more game today because the games have been fantastic. Our final contest, the penultimate game of the Champions League phase. This final comes to Mestalla, where a win tonight means with a game to go, we'll lock up a top 8 place. Let's do it, get back-to-back wins and make sure qualification is in the bag. Vamos Valencia. I thought that Levante game was good, and then bang, 6-goal thriller against Atletico, and then bang, 8-goal chaos against Sevilla. Whilst the Vallecano game might have only had a 2 goals, sorry, probably should have had more with the chances. But I'll take another 2-0 victory, no problem at all, if it sends us through to the last 16. The last thing we want to do is have to go into match day 8 needing a result to bypass the playoffs. I do not want to have to go into a playoff round. Now, I mentioned before, the new format for this year is Bernabé skips away and finds Cole, and Mr. Tajiro should be able to take it all the way, and he will. He's not the quickest, but he's got enough pace, and he's got the finishing touch as well. I see the appeal to the new format, and there are some advantages to it. I feel like the final game of the league phase is now a bit more dramatic. You know, it often used to be a bit of a dead rubber in, where it seemed like every group had at least one dead rubber of a game. But it's just not for me. And the playoff round as well. Nah, just not a fan. Not a fan. Unfortunately, I've got to get used to it though. UEFA have got no plans of going back to the old format, so yeah, got to reject tradition and embrace modernity. If you're going to keep it, I'd at least like them to tweak it slightly and take out match days 7 and 8. To me, there are just far too many games. And now you've got the playoffs as well. My goodness. I mean, it's just, come on. I don't understand why UEFA have not realised that it's not quantity that fans want more of, it's quality. And sometimes you have to sacrifice the quality for more quantity, as Ariso is through for what should have been the dagger. And the sad thing is, I actually think they do know that. I think they do know that. I think they are aware of that. It's just that it's such a money-driven game and a money-driven body that they're happy to sacrifice a bit more, I suppose, quality and suspense and drama in exchange for more games and more TV revenue. Well, not quite as action-packed as the other games today, to say the very least, but listen, I'm not going to say no to back-to-back clean sheets and back-to-back wins as Valencia aim to get their season back on track. But that'll do it for today's episode of the La Liga career, my guys. Big thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have, then please do drop a like. Myself to you all. Have a fantastic day. I'll return in the next one with the remainder of the January transfer window. Match day 8 in the Champions League phase, where now we can rest our entire team against Man City as we've locked up a top 8 place and more games in La Liga, aiming to chip away at our deficit and keep our Champions League hunt alive. Have a great day. Much love, and I'll see you for the next episode very soon.